Hello everybody, let me just close my window so we don't have any background noise. I say none, but you will hear me clicking. Welcome to, the first new video on my channel. As you may have seen, I have completely reset my channel. Big stretch. Meaning there is nothing left on there. So the video today, as you can see in the background, so currently behind me, over there, over there, but there is this is my Roman styled area. So if we have a quick fly around, these are some Roman style aqueducts. So they've obviously got water in them, carrying them around. This we'll get to later. This is just a bit of terraforming with some river in the middle. And these are some Roman styled houses. Um, I'll put a picture on the screen of what I've based them off of and a picture on the screen of what I based those off of. And yeah, you can see where I got the idea from. So what I'm going to show you today is how I've built some of this. And we'll do that in a step-by-step format rather than a replay because sadly the replay mod just isn't working for me at the moment. So we are having to do it in a step-by-step format. So what we're going to do is, oh yeah, I'll show you the materials. So over here, this is what we use for the aqueducts. So water, stone brick. Why don't I select it for you? Okay, so water's kind of obvious. Water, bonk, 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 bonk. Stone brick, mossy cobblestone, cobblestone stairs, stone brick slab, cobblestone block, cobblestone wall, mossy cobblestone wall, and a cobblestone slab. And as you can see, in the format we have used, it creates quite a nice effect once you mix the mossy stuff in with it. It just allows it to have that more old-fashioned theme. I would use the word rustic, but I don't think that is correct. But it allows it to have more of a used, it's been there a while, etc. feel. And since it's carrying water, it makes it look like it's been touched by water, since it then gives it a reason to be dripping. Because I'm not making it fall thick in order to stop it from dripping. I'm just going to let it do its thing. Excuse me. Okay, so for the houses, those ones over there, these are non-mandatory colours. So when building a house, you only actually use one of these five colours, sorry. So you only actually use one of these five colours whilst building. As you can see, I've used red here and yellow here. So we'll probably use green or blue. Wow, I broke it. What one was even was that? I don't know. Of course that. Okay, yeah. So I'll probably use orange or green or blue. I'll probably use blue today to show you how to do it. And then you use stone brick block and stone brick slabs for the roof, grass for the little windowsills bit here, trapdoors for the what would you call them? The things on the side of the window. I'll pop up what it's called on the screen in a moment. And then for the edge of the baskets on the window ledge, windowsill, whichever one it's called. Glass for the window and a nice little door for the front door because you want to keep those smelly traders out. The smelly llamas. Yeah, I see you. Yes, I see. What do you? Hide. Go away. Leave me alone. He be creeping. He do be kind of creepy though. Okay, yes, and then we got quartz and quartz stairs, sorry, and quartz pillars as this. What would you call it? Support for the building. So I'm going to start by showing you this shape, as this is the most basic one, which can be turned into many different shapes. You just have to put these sections. So this would be a section. This 5x5 square would be a section, which would allow you to put that on any part of the building and that'll expand it. We'll just do this one for today. It's quite a nice looking thing. So what we'll do is we'll select our supports, our door, our glass. We don't need trapdoors for now. We don't need grass for now. Our brick and our colour. We'll go with blue. Actually, we have the space for it because there's... Yeah, we have the space for these. So we'll get them for the sake of it. So we'll do our... It's a lot of animals. I'm under attack. I'm under attack by animals. Okay, yeah, so we'll do our little build. We might as well do it here. There's nothing wrong with that. So what's going to happen is, with the shapes, you'll have your corner block. Doesn't matter what corner this is. I'm going to do the back corner first. There'll be a 5 gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between that and the next pillar. Have I lined that up badly? Oh, I've lined that up very badly. So we'll just shift that back. Okay, so let's put that... Theoretically, that wouldn't work. Hey, you know what? No, we'll continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, the 5 gap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a pillar. So 5 gap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. 5 gap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 4. 5. 5 gap there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 5 gap there. So that creates like an L, or an R. Oh, that's not an R. That's an R shape on the floor, and that will be our outer area. Now, when it comes to the stairs, we add those details later on, as they're not needed right away. Now, if you look here, this might annoy your mind, but just take note that in the end, it looks very nice. We're doing it 4 blocks tall, so we'll add 3 blocks on what we've already got. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and finally another 1, 2, 3. And that creates our pillars, our nice little pillars around the edge. So what we'll do now is we will add the walls. So we've got the little light blue terracotta, and we'll go around with just the bottom layer at first. This is where we decide where our door's going to be. I think I'm going to put my door here. I think that's quite a nice placement. And then this is where we decide where the... let me just stop the... Do daylight cycle false, yeah. So now it just should set to this time. Yeah, look at the sun. Haha, you can't move. This is where we decide where our windows are. So as you can see on this one, you don't actually have windows on every wall, and that creates the pattern at the end. So what we'll do is we'll select a few walls. I want a window here. I don't want one here. I do want one here. I don't, in fact, want one here. I do want one here. I do want one here. No, I don't. I want one here. And then this is the door. So what we do now is we go around again, just adding to the corners. Or if it's a window, to the corners. If it's just a wall, just add it to the top of the wall. And then we'll do it one more time, right around the edge. This just goes across the entire top on the 4th layer. That allows it to complete the 1st floor. And that will allow for the walls to be complete. I've already said that. So what we'll do now is we'll shove the door right here, because you can leave the grass. If you look at these paths, they've got grass mixed in, and close the door and it's there. We will not be doing the inside this episode. That will be the next episode, which will most likely be uploaded later today or tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this. It might already be up, don't know, but this will just be what I'll call the Roman House Part 1. Roman House Tutorial Part 1. We'll do the inside on a later date. So what we've done now, we've got the door here. Oh, whoopsies. And that just allows that completion. We will be adding stuff to the house in another episode, but at the moment we're doing the basis of the house. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill in the windows. It's just 6 blocks, so on the 1st floor you will need 6, 12, 18, and then 24 panes of glass. I'm just trying to make it so that it might not be that easy in survival if you've not been to the Nether, but I can tell you that I have in fact done this on a survival world, and it is possible if you have enough quartz. Quartz is quite easy to get; it spawns everywhere, and if you've got a nice little fortune pickaxe, that could help as well. So what we'll do now is we will go around with our stairs at the bottom bit, just facing inwards to the window or the blank wall, all the way around. Boom, 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 boom. Doosh, 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 doosh. Bish, bash, bosh. Okay, so that allows a nice little link to the wall. It makes it look like square because square is boring. Now what we'll do is we'll get our grass blocks, and wherever there's a window, you put 3 blocks of grass underneath that window. Dung, dung. Oh, dung. Okay, so now we've got that. We get these trapdoors. We get quite a lot of trapdoors on this. So trapdoors here, here, and here. And we will do that. Oh, we will do that on every window. Okay, so now that's done on every window, all around the building. You can move on to the next bit with the quartz stairs, which is doing the same, pointing inwards, except inverted at this point. So we'll do that on every single one of the walls. Now that that's on all the walls, we move on to the next step, which would be inverting it from what it originally is, and then popping that in the middle there. So we'll do that on every wall, and I will start recording again. Okay, so we've got them on every window now. Above every window now, and that pulls it together again more. What we'll do is, in fact, I forgot to add to this bit, and I'll do that later, is we get our... We'll just shove that there for now. We'll get our diamond hoe. We'll put our trap... He's coming to get me. Ah! Okay, and some... Where are they? There. Wheat seeds. Put that there as well. And for the sake of this, bone meal, but you can, in fact, let it grow. And also... Put that there as well. And also some water. So what we'll do here is on every wall that's not got, a window, we'll hoe the ground, break this block here, and put some water in. So we'll do that on every window and beside every door. And although you can see the water, you won't be able to see it momentarily. Yeah, so we'll put this on every wall. Dunk. And now we'll put the seeds in on every wall, like so. Oh, we've already done it. And then we let them grow. Now that they have all in fact grown, you can see that you can't actually see the water unless you physically look for it. And that just brings the build together a bit more. And also, if you get hungry, you just break some of your wool, plant them back, move on. This is usually if you've got like a tight space. What we'll do is we'll move on to the next bit of the wall, which is full blocks tall as well. If you look, yes, there is actually a block behind this. Actually, a block behind it. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 on every single one of the walls. This is just for the second floor. You don't actually have to have a second floor. And I'll build a few more buildings off camera in order to let you see what you can in fact do. So you know that you don't have to do it outside the inside on a second floor. It can be just 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, not 6 like this one. And click on my back. Okay, so what we'll do now is, depending on where the windows are, so there's a window here, so we'll do the bottom layer first. Go around with our bottom layer. Just ignore my mouse clicking. I do not have a silenced mouse, so it will be quite annoying. Okay, so above the door, and above all these blank walls there will be windows on every single one, like so. You can, if you wish, just put windows wherever you like, but personally I prefer to have it inverted, so where there are windows there won't be windows on the second floor. Just allows that on the second floor you get a different view to what you get on the bottom floor, which looks so much nicer from inside. Remember, I'm not doing the inside in this episode, I'll do that in the next one. Okay, so again, filling in the windows, like so. Yeah, like so. And then doing the same thing with the steps on the bottom of all the windows, like so. I'm not going to pause to do this as I'm doing it a bit faster, as it is just the same as at the bottom until the roof. So what I'll do now is I'll skip to the point where we're going to do the roof because it is just the same going up. So we'll just quickly skip to there and I'll be back. Okay, so now that we have everything in place as it should be, we will move on to the roof. So the roof's quite easy actually. So what we'll do is you start on this layer. So the bottom one is in line with the top of these stairs up here. Going around, missing the corners, going around, missing the corners, continuing around, missing that corner again, around, ignore that corner, around, miss that corner, and finally going around to here. Oh, oh, missed that a few times. So now that we've missed these corners, we'll go around to all the corners and fill them in, like so. Just to add a bit more depth to the roof. And also in this corner, just add a bit more depth to the roof. You can see, makes quite a nice little arch, especially since it's such a small roof in the long run. So the next bit is to do just do another layer around here. This is just a normal layer around this bit. Like so. Ignore my annoying clicking. And now on the corners that stick out, as you can see over here, the corners that stick out, just add another stair. So both corners that stick out, I mean actually stick in, because on this one, you just ignore this, but on this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, you place it like that. Just to change the shape of this bit of the roof. So what we'll do next is with our blocks. I just use blocks because it makes it easier. You don't actually have to, but it might get a bit annoying. Just go around as you would. Just with a normal layer. And then the next step, as we can see over here, is to fill in again with a normal layer. But on this corner, we have this block here instead. So, oh, whoopsies. We'll move on to the next area. So also over here, we go a bit further in and block out that corner. So I'll demonstrate. So we'll go around with another layer other than on the corner. I think I've done that right. Shall we check? No. Oh. Yes, I've done that. Have I? Have I not? I have not. Okay, so we need this block here. And like that. That is better. And over here, we just go a bit further in. But, oh, whoopsies. But that does it on its own. And then the next layer, just filling in the gap on the top with a half slab. Like so. So that pulls together this whole thing. You can add many things like chimneys, some flowers to the grass pots, as you can see. And that, in fact, is the extent of the normal house. If you check back on my channel, also I might just put the link in the description depending on how fast I upload, there will also be me decorating the outside of the house next, and then I'll do the inside on the episode after that, so that'll be 3 separate episodes. So until then, let's do my actually let's take a quick break to talk about my skin. So my skin, as you may see, is based off of my YouTube profile picture. So it's the same character, yellow shirt, blue undershirt, and then the greeny brown wings on the back. It's just a very basic input to let me know, hey, that's me, whilst doing things. Okay, so we'll end the episode there today. I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know whether it's going to be today or tomorrow, but I'll see you then. Goodbye.